to another video. I get asked this question all the time, and it's, I'm just starting to work out, or I'm trying to get back in the gym. What supplement should I take? I want to gain weight, I want to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. Well, to be honest with you, if you're a beginning weightlifter, or you're just kind of starting to get in the gym and really kind of push yourself in the gym, there's a beginning stack that literally anybody can take, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, whether you're trying to, cut for something, or you just lose a bunch of weight, or you're overweight and you're trying to, get some strength, and get toned at the same time. Like, pretty much there's a base supplement stack, kind of a beginner supplement stack that you can take, and it pretty much will blanket everybody, okay? And these products are pretty simple, and they don't, obviously I use Cellucor products because that's the company that I work with, and I just prefer their products over the competitions, and I can explain a little bit why, but for right now, let's just get into really what you need, okay? So the first thing that you need, protein powder, okay? Protein powder is essential. Now, the reason protein powder is essential, first off, let me make a disclaimer. Supplements are to supplement a diet, okay? They're in addition to. That's what the word supplement means. So for those of you who, I read some comments on some, supplement reviews and stack reviews, and people are like, oh, you don't need this. You don't need this. Well, no shit. You don't need any of it. It's supplementing your diet. It makes it easier to stay on track and to make the gains that you want to make. That's just the way it is. It makes it easier to do because, let's be honest, dieting's not fun. Like, it's not an enjoyable experience. Nobody who has ever been on a diet is like, I love being on a diet. They love the results of the diet. They don't love the diet. So, quick disclaimer, okay? Supplements are in addition to. That's just what the word means. So, all right. So, first off, protein powder. Now, why is protein powder essential? Well, like for me, okay, right now I weigh about 200 pounds. So for me, I eat about 200 to 250 grams of protein a day, right? And I eat 5 meals. So that's 40 grams of protein per meal that I have to eat. So that's a lot. Like, if you break that into like egg beaters, for example, like a big jug of egg beaters is pretty much like half of the jug. It's a ton of eggs. Like, when I first wake up in the morning, I've got to go to work, I've got to get ready for the day. Like, I don't want to cook. I don't want to wake up early to cook. I don't have time to cook. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just be able to grab something and go. And so I take a scoop and a half because the cor-whey protein has 25 grams of protein per scoop. So I can literally take a scoop and a half, throw it in my shaker bottle, throw some almond milk in there, and I'm good to go. I'm out the door. And I've got a good meal to start my day, because I'm never hungry when I first wake up either, you know what I mean? But it's always good. You want to always eat something, give your body something to fuel on, something to feed off of as you get your day started. So that's why I always have a protein shake. It's pretty much as soon as I wake up. That's what I do as I'm walking out the door to go to work. Now, the other time that I use protein powder is, I schedule my week out, I schedule my days out, I schedule my meals out, right? It's always important to prepare yourself ahead of time for what you have during the week, so that way, you're not cheating on your diet. A little cheat here and a little cheat there make up a big difference. So the more strict you can stay, the better results you're going to get. Now, with protein, especially the Cellucor stuff, this is strawberry, but I actually really like the peanut butter or the chocolate as well. Those are like my 3 favorite flavors. But what I like to do is, because I have a really bad sweet tooth, okay, so at night, like right before bed, like that's when I'm at my hungriest. That's when I crave candy, I crave snacks, I crave chocolate. Like, I'm a normal human being. Like, I crave all that same shit. And the biggest thing that you want to understand is that's what I use my night shake for. So, like, my last meal of the day is always a protein shake. I'll throw it in a blender with some ice cubes, some almond milk, and it tastes like a milkshake, and it gives me that fix. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm thinking, if I want a strawberry milkshake, I'll grab strawberry. If I want, some peanut butter, I'll grab the peanut butter protein. If I want some chocolate, I'll grab the chocolate protein, throw a scoop and a half in there, ice cubes, almond milk, blend that up. You're good to go. You got a milkshake ready to go. That's just a really healthy way to get, and then I've had 2 shakes every day, so I've already got 80 grams of protein. Like, now I have 3 whole food meals throughout the day, And that's not hard to do. Eating 3 meals like of actual food a day, you guys can all do that, right? Like that's just the way it is. It makes dieting a lot easier. It makes it more practical. And that's the biggest thing that supplements do is they make dieting practical. They make getting where you want physically easier to accomplish. It's not as hard as, say, having to wake up, eat a half a tub of egg whites, you know, and then maybe a big bowl of oatmeal or something. Like I'm not hungry enough to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to sleep. You know, I want to get ready for my day, have my coffee, whatever it is. So protein, no matter what you're doing, because even if you're cutting or you're trying to gain strength, you always want like protein at every meal. You have to have it. It's essential. Like there's no one in the world who is a actual bodybuilder who doesn't believe that you should have protein at every meal. It's like you need to. That's just the essential way it is. There's no way around it. Don't tell me differently. So the second product that I really recommend, especially for beginners, is actually a pre-workout. Okay? So the reason I recommend a pre-workout is because whether it's mental or the you know the physical aspects of the pre-workout, what it does is it kind of mentally prepares you for the gym. So I know like when I take my pre-workout, I'm like, okay, I've got a half hour before I'm going to go to the gym. I start getting into that state of mind, going through my routine, what I'm going to do that day, you know, everything else, like what exactly I'm going to do, what exercises, everything that I want to accomplish that day. That's when I really start to focus, get honed in on the gym, and I start to get my energy up, start to get amped up, ready for the workout. So I normally take my pre-workout about 25 to 35 minutes before I'm going to hit the gym. And obviously, I recommend C4. I made a review video on C4. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. I'm actually giving away some samples of C4 in that video, so keep that in mind. But the reason that I like C4, to be honest with you, is mainly for the focus. Like, it gets me kind of honed in on what I need. It's also got a nice NO3 in there, so you get that nice pump. It opens up your blood veins a little bit with the vasodilator, so you can get more water and more oxygen into your muscles, so you actually get more nutrients in there, okay? Because that's the biggest thing, is we're trying to break these muscles down, so we need to feed them. We need to keep them fueled and ready to go so we can keep working them, keep fatiguing them, and then they'll build back stronger, okay? So that's why I always recommend a pre-workout. And again, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, having a pre-workout I think is essential. Now, like I said, whether it be mental, just mental, or the actual physical effects of it is fine. I use it for both. I know that, you know, when it's pre-workout time, it's time to go. Now the other one, and you know, some of you may disagree with me on this, and that's fine. This is my opinion, again. So, is creatine, okay? The reason that I love creatine is very, very simple. It is by far, especially if you're natural, probably one of the best products for you. What it does is it allows water to kind of flood your muscles more, keeps more water in your muscles, so that way you can keep more nutrients, more rebuilding, more recovery in your muscle. It helps you with strength gains and it helps you with endurance because your body is constantly being able to feed, is constantly being saturated on your muscles. That's what creatine allows you to do. So the biggest thing that you really want to understand with creatine is, again, whether you're cutting or losing weight, a lot of times there is a little bit of a bloat factor. There are some different creatines out there that, you know, say that they help the bloat factor, that they don't have one. At the end of the day, your muscles are holding more water, so your weight might fluctuate a little bit. You might not look quite as ripped because you're holding more water. Like, that's just the way that creatine works. So understand that, like, you know, if you're getting ready for a show, you probably shouldn't be on creatine. You know, just saying, you want to get all that water out of there. But for most of us, and for probably 99% of the people who are working out or trying to start working out, creatine is a great supplement. A, it's going to help your endurance in the gym. It's going to help your strength. It's going to help your recovery. And those are all three things that, whether you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to gain weight, those are all really, really important aspects of it. And actually, creatine is super cheap. And the reason I chose these three products is because they're super cheap. Now, I could go into, you know, a big building stack and, you know, rack your bill up to whatever. But to be honest with you, this is a pretty good basic beginning stack of supplements. It's pretty cheap. So, to be honest, the protein's only $16 a pound. I think it's down to 15 if you get the 4 pounds or 14 if you get the 4-pound tub. Again, and when you use the discount code that you saw at the beginning of the video. Creatine, super cheap. There's like 50 servings in here for like 30 bucks, okay? Like that's super cheap. And then C4, again, 60 servings, and you get all that discount off, and it's actually better to get the 60 than it is the 30 because you get double the servings for half the amount. Again, if you want to know more about C4 in particular, go check out the video. I kind of reviewed it. I got some other pre-workouts that I've really liked over the years. But again, this is a really simple stack. It's not going to break your bank, and no matter what your goal is, it's going to help you accomplish that goal. Whether you're trying to lose weight, gain strength, burn fat, all that stuff. When you're going to the gym and you're getting into a regular gym routine, the next step is supplementation. That's just the way it works. As much as you want to invest in yourself, is how much you're going to get out of it. So obviously, if you're not going to the gym and you're not eating right, you don't need supplements, right? Like if you can't get your gym game right, you can't get your diet game right, you have no business buying supplements because they're not going to help you, okay? But if you are going to try to eat right, you are going to really commit to going to the gym, to trying to work on your strength, work on your endurance, work on your power, whatever it is you're working on, trying to get lean, trying to get ripped, whatever it may be, the next step is supplementation. That's just the way of it. That's just the way it works. First you get in there, you learn your shit, you get your diet figured out, you get all that down, and then the next step is supplementation, because that's just going to aid you in getting the results you want faster. And that's really what everybody's about, right? Is how quick can I get the results that I want? And these are all safe products to take. So I would definitely recommend them. And I've been asked this question about a beginning supplement stack all the time. So I've wanted to make a video and kind of explain to you everything that goes on with it. So I hope you guys like this one. As always, make sure that if you want any of these, you use the code Nash at checkout at cellucor.com. That'll get you 20% off. If you can log into your account or you can make one, it's free to make, and then you actually get free shipping as well. So it saves me a ton of money every month. As most of you guys have known, if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I buy a lot of supplements. So, but I also, that's what I do all day. I'm a personal trainer. My body is my artwork. This is my this is my hobby. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I do. So it's worth the investment into myself, the way that I see it. I like being in good shape. I think that a personal trainer needs to be in good shape. And needs to constantly be, testing things and growing and trying products and things like that if they really want to stay on top of their game. So, like I said, if you guys have any other questions about some of the other supplements out there, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll go through and I'll read them. And I'll answer any questions that you may have. If you have any questions about any other Cellucor supplements, definitely ask me. I'll let you know. Or make sure you go through and see if I have any other videos. I know I have a P6 video, C4. I've had a lot of people I have a fat loss supplement stack. Some people have asked me about a strength gain supplement stack. And I guess I can go into that a little bit too. The only thing I would really add to a strength supplement stack would be P6. P6 is an amazing product, but again, a little bit pricey. I did a whole review video on it. Go check it out. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope this helps. Hope this answers all your questions. And as always, see you in the next one.